Hello. Can you hear me? Hi. Stream. My name is Rosie. Um, and today I want to talk about something that's been bothering me for a while now. Um, ghosting. What does it mean? To me, ghosting means that if you, in a relationship scenario, if you're seeing someone and to you everything's fine or maybe not fine, you like this person or you don't, whatever. Um, but suddenly this person disappears, stops calling you, stops chatting to you, probably blocks you on every socials out there. Um, One time, I was seeing this person, and I've, I've known this person for over 20 years. Okay. Um, so we were in a relationship off and on, off and on. But the last time we spoke, he had this thing where he could remember what happened 10, 15 years ago. For me, when I don't remember stuff that happened a long time ago. So, for example, when we had our quarrels or rows and the what why we had them, and how we resolved them, I don't remember any of that. Okay, but he has a thing where he remembers every detail, like to the tiniest detail. And the last time we spoke, and we are just talking about it, and I said to him, "Come, you're not." Normally, to me, normally women remember a lot of things more than men. That's what I think. A woman can tell you what you did, like at 6 o'clock, 20 years ago, and she'll tell you where it happened, how it happened, and your reaction. Women are like that generally. Um, Not men. Men don't care about stuff. Once they fix the stuff, issue is resolved, they move on. So, but this guy is totally different, completely different. He's like, he remembers every detail. So we were talking that last time, and he was reminding me of the fights we had when we were dating, and he said, "You did this, you did that, you even did to the smallest detail." I'm like, "How can you remember all of this?" I don't remember. Right? He said he has a photographic memory, so he remembers everything. I said, but it's been killing you all this time. Like you've had it in your head and your heart. So every time you saw me, then it will all come back to you. You'll be remembering. We will have a lunch, or maybe we'll have dinner. You're thinking about it. For me, it's all gone. I was living rent free in your head for no reason. It's like taking poison and expecting the other person to die. And he said, no, no, it just makes me see you differently. Okay, in a relationship, right? In order for things to work out, you have to give and take. There's some amount of compromise there. When you have a fight, you resolve things and you move on from it, right? That's what couples do. And because if it's one-sided, one person is happy as how about how things were resolved, and the other person isn't happy, there's friction under the surface, and it impacts the relationship. Anyway, so this person, we talked the last time we spoke, and he was telling me all this, and I said, it just tells me the kind of person you are. Like, he's the kind of person, you're the kind of person that you keep something in your heart, you don't talk about it, you resent me, and then it impacts our relationship, right? I told him I didn't feel comfortable with it anymore. That we should go away, think about it, and decide what we want to do. Because if you're hanging on to a grudge, right? I don't want to be around you. I don't want to be with someone who's going to keep malice, like not speak to me for days just because of something I did last week, right? That's not a relationship. Go away, talk, let's think about it, and then come back. and he was supposed to come back to. He was supposed to call me the next day. He didn't call, and then I didn't call him either. 2 days later, a week later, he didn't call. And that was the last time I heard from him. That was like years ago now. He was gone completely. So I was ghosted. But my question is, what does that mean though? What does it say about him? And what does it say about me? Right? For me, I think that it just tells me that he wasn't the right person for me. Right? If you're gonna get upset because someone told you that what you were doing was wrong, right? And you just take it personally, you don't talk about it, you just disappear, well, all good. You go. But in a relationship, if a guy or a woman ghosts you, forget about her. Not worth it. He's not worth it. Because if they care, right, they will try to fix things and they will move on from it. If they don't, they have a hidden agenda, right? And they feel they probably feel like they're not getting what they want, so they just say, "Oh, I give up on this one. Let me go and try somewhere else." But the thing is that it follows you wherever you go. What he did, he's gonna do to someone else and to someone else. Guess what? Yesterday I was talking to a friend of mine, and who is a mutual friend. So she knows me and she knows him as well. And she told me, like, look, he has since the last time that I saw him, he's had 3 other relationships that didn't go anywhere. So he started something with someone, 3 months later, it was over. He started something with somebody else, 3 months over, it was over. 6 months later, for the third person. So it carries on, it goes on and on and on. But the best thing to do, I think, in a relationship is when you have a problem, you resolve it, you talk about it. Even if the person is not the right person for you, just be honest about it and say, okay, look, this is not working for me. I think we should just call it quits and move on, rather than being childish and, disappearing or bearing a grudge and resenting someone. You're not even married. What happens if you go ahead and marry this person, right? Be it female or male, whatever she is, whoever he is. You get married and you have a lover's tip, and he's like, or she's like, I don't want to talk to you. They don't speak to you for 3 days, 4 days, a week. Oh my God. I would go crazy. I don't want to live with a person like that, you know? So my question is, am I wrong in thinking it tells me more about the kind of person he is? Or is it, is it me? Am I at fault? Or should I just say, okay, how can we resolve this problem of yours? Have to let it go. And if he doesn't want to let it go, I still stay in a relationship. I don't know. What do you think? I mean, if you do stay, it's going to progress to abuse in some way in the future if you continue, because he will make life miserable for you. He won't speak to you for days. Every time you tell him something, he snaps at you. Now, you don't want. Life is too short. Life is too short. You gotta enjoy your life. You don't want to be with someone that makes you miserable, right? You want to be happy. And if you have fights, rows or whatever, you resolve it. That's what couples do. There are people who have been together for 45 years, 20 years. Those people are not angels, right? They are not perfect people. They just know how to compromise. They know how to talk about it. They know how to resolve issues. And that's why they've been together for such a long time. It's not a miracle. It's not magic. It takes effort. It takes commitment. There's give and take. Some people say marriage is, or relationship is 50-50. No, I think it's 100-100, because